Xenoblade Chronicles is a tale of hope and perseverance of the spirit. A tale showing that we are in this together. Even if we are from different places, we share the same world. Of course, that world got a lot more complicated after Shulk and friends were done with the place. Set after the world was pretty near destroyed at the defeat of Zanza, Future Connected sees Shulk and Melia venture to the Bionis' Shoulder, a cut and unused area from the original game. Added on to the definitive edition release of the original game, Future Connected set out to offer something for returning players, sort of as a reason to buy the game again if you already owned it elsewhere. Broken off the main game and a similar idea to Xenoblade 2's Torna expansion, is Future Connected worth it alone, or should you not go into this expecting too much? Let's prime the Monado and dive in. Future Connected's story is set after the events of the main game. Spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles incoming. With the Bionis and Mechonis out of the picture, life has continued on the coast of a new island, but something is left unfinished with the Bionis, Melia's old home. At Melia's request, Shulk and her set out in the junks to see if they can locate the High Entia capital of Alchemoth, and find what remains of the people trapped there. Upon arriving, the city, which is floating in midair, attacks the junks, sending it spiraling downwards onto the last remaining piece of the Bionis, the shoulder. Here, Shulk and Melia discover that two of Ricky's children, Nene and Kino, have snuck aboard and that the peoples trapped on the shoulder are under attack by a mysterious being known as the Fog King, and that hatred some of the High Entia have left for the Machina has divided the survivors. It's definitely just epilogue material, as nothing big is revealed in the story itself, but it does have some fun interactions, a reunion with one character from the main game, and the introduction of the best Nopon party members so far in Nene and Kino. Nothing groundbreaking, but worth experiencing for fans. For the sake of this review, I won't be going over the gameplay itself. If you want to see that, then check out my review of the main game. What I will be talking about here is what's different. While the basics of combat are the same, some things have been stripped down, changing combat a bit. Gone are the chain attacks, extensive party, affinity board, gem crafting, and skill tree, making this a much simpler game overall. Exploring and side questing are the same, but gearing yourself up now relies on the money earned from said side quests. This is a better approach personally, as you'll only be finding weapons from monsters, making inventory management much better. The biggest change is the removal of chain attacks, instead replacing them with an all-out attack style move using the big side quest chain of the game, the Ponspectors. These cute Nopon will follow you around as you find and complete quests for them, and allow you to use strong attacks when your party gauge is full. I found this a much better use of the resource than 3 uninterrupted attacks from the original game, and found myself using it often. Other than that, the limited party setup can seriously hurt, as you are limited to Shulk, Melia, Ryan in the guise of Nene, and Charla in the guise of Kino. I found Melia sitting on the bench the majority of the game, as I needed someone to take aggro and someone to heal. It's not a deal breaker, but it does suck coming off the main game's diversity. This might come as a surprise, but this is still Xenoblade Chronicles, and the Bionis' shoulder is the prettiest shoulder I've ever seen. The lush environment design is still intact here, and the shoulder is just big enough but not too big to feel like a more bite-sized adventure. The music also remains incredible, but some of the voice work isn't quite up to the caliber of the main game. I know it's been years since the main game at this point, but it is disappointing to see, even if it isn't bad at all. Overall, the presentation is top-notch with its gorgeous landscapes and great action scenes, even if there isn't much of them. Overall, Future Connected is a satisfactory bit of extra content for fans and newcomers alike. It gives fans some new interactions with Shulk and Melia, and it gives everyone a bit more Xenoblade to play once the main game is wrapped up. It was quite smart to turn a scrapped location into something more, and what they did is a fun epilogue while we wait for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now, it's not perfect, as its party is limited and the battle system is missing some things, but what it does add to the battle system are welcome changes. Melia marches forward with a solid 9 out of 10. Pretty damn good for an additional piece of content. But does this make Xenoblade Chronicles a 19 out of 10 now?